Hello guys, so if you watch my video about me implants and me post-viral fatigue, you'll know while I'm still in my pyjamas. If you haven't, then I'm not being lazy. So I have progressed from my dressing gown to my pyjamas. So I'm going to cook tea tonight, and it might be a bit of a mishmash because my bread's a bit stale, but I've poked, I'll show you what I've done in a minute. I've poked it with the fork. So short and long of it is I haven't been able to get out for the past couple of days or make any bread or anything like that, so I've had to just improvise with what I've got. So I'm going to make eggy bread. Now it is off the shopping list aside from the bread, but you could buy bread, couldn't you? So I've got my eggs in there just soaking. That's my little bit of bread that I made on the weekend in there. So it is a bit hard, but I've poked it with a fork. It might work, it might not. I'm sure it'll still be tasty, but it's just one of those things. That's life, isn't it? And life gives you lemons. What do? We make lemonade, don't we? So I'm going to do a little bit of eggy bread. I've got an avocado that I've just peeled. If you've watched one of my prior videos, you know how to do that. You just use the spoon to cut it in half, push your pip out, your big pip, and use the spoon to go around the outside of the skin and just pop out. Some spring onions and some mushrooms that I've got left over. I was going to do something else with them, but if I don't use them now, they're going to go off, so I'm going to use them because I hate waste. So that's that. So I'm going to do some eggy bread with avocado, mushrooms and spring onions. Yesterday I just wiped out in bed, as I say. If you've seen it, you'll know what I mean, but if you're not, yeah, yesterday was just a write-off. I had to finish work early, so anyway, so I didn't eat very well yesterday. I ate, but not the way I normally eat. But that's the way it's got to be, isn't it? If you can't get any good cooking in you, you have to eat something, don't you? So I ate. Couldn't tell you what I ate. It's a bit of a blur yesterday. I slept most of the day after. Well, I slept once, finished work, had a hot bath, and went to bed and just slept on and off. So that was that. But I'm alright. I'm fine. I'll be alright. I've been off work, but that's fine. So I'm going to do a little fry with these in the frying pan. I'm going to try and dry fry them. See how that goes. It could work. It might not work. I think you get the moisture from the mushrooms, don't you? So because mushrooms do tend to hold a lot of water. So I'm going to put them on now. And just get them in the pan. I'll just put them in like that. I might even put a bit of butter in, but not till a bit later, till I've got the moisture out of these. So, and my spring onion. So while that's doing, I've got my eggy bread soaking, and hopefully it'll absorb up. So, you know, I mean, I envisage it's just going to be got a bit more bite to it, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. We have to work with what we've got, don't we, sometimes, and that's just the way it goes in life, isn't it? So they're going to cook off. So yeah, so it's just, you can see, it's softening up a bit. I've poked holes in it with the fork, like so. I'm going to lose it. And just keep turning it. Quite thick pieces, look. I just chopped it in half. I made this did I make it on Saturday night? So we're in Thursday today. It was my homemade one. Is it Thursday today? Yeah, it is. So I made it Saturday night. So it's done quite well, really. So that'll just go on in there. I was thinking should have just put the spring onions in with it, but I don't know whether they cook. It might evolve to that. It might not. But that's, excuse me, let me just dry my hands. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So, just going to cook this down. So, yeah. We've got to move over to a bigger frying pan. That little one wasn't going to work. So, they're just cooking down on a high heat. Just dry frying them. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to put a bit of butter in. Cece's bowl is my bowl for tea. And then I've chopped my spring onions like that. They're going to go in. My avocado is going to go on top. And then there's me eggy bread. So all I'm doing with that is, bear with me, just turning it. I'm going to lose it. I've got a stand coming, I think I told you, didn't I? But it's not coming yet, so it's going to make it easier. It's hard to do things one-handed. I don't know where my hand's going. Oh, it's breaking up. I mean, even if it did break up, it's not the end of the world. Maybe it might be better if it did break up. So, but yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Sometimes we have to work with what we've got, don't we? I'll see me thing in my hand with what we're given. So cook the onions down. I'm just going to put my spring onions in, just like that. And then let them fry off. And then once they're done, I'll add some butter. Just a little mushroom out there. You can go back in again. They just go in like that. All in. Don't drop any. Put them all in. Don't waste any. So yeah, what did I have to eat yesterday? What did I have? The kids had left some pita bread because we planned to, when they come, have some hummus and some pita bread. So they left some pita bread and they left some hummus. So I had that with some chicken and what did I have in it? Bit of spring onion in it. Then I had some chocolate that I'd made, so I had that. And then, what else did I have? I think I had a bag of crisps. Oh, I had a piece of chicken pie. I had a piece of chicken pie that I'd made, so I had that as well. But yeah, I didn't really think much about anything yesterday other than just getting some food in me, and that's okay. That's absolutely fine, you know. If we have days where we're not well, we just eat. We eat because we need to eat. We can't not eat. And then I had loads of water, which I love water anyway. I drink at least 4 pints a day. I always have. Big part of my life, so I do love it. So I'm hoping this turns out. I don't know whether to cut it into squares. See, that's the good thing when you've got nothing. It makes you think about, you know, if you're able to cook. As tough as our boots. That what could you do? How could you improvise? You know, with what you've got. So this might end up as a bit of a mismatch, but you know me, guys. You know me well enough by now. If you've been watching me to know that sometimes things just don't quite turn out our plan, but they always turn out tasty. This is broke up now, so what I might do is just break it up. Break it up and face the challenge ahead and just embrace it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, let's just break it up, guys. Let's have eggy pieces as opposed to eggy bread. It is hard, you see, where it's been left. I had it covered with a tea towel, but fresh bread isn't designed to last this long, the type you make yourself. Maybe get 3 days out of it. Doesn't go mouldy. Hold on. Need to turn me. So it doesn't go mouldy or anything. It just goes hard, you know, because it hasn't got the preservatives in it that keep it fresher for longer. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to lower that down a bit. Now that smells nice. So all I've done now is I've broke it up, because it is hard. So, but as you know, now it's really soaking it up. Now, as you know, I always do a taste test with you, don't I? So you'll know if it's nice. It looks nice. I mean, what's not to like? You know. So I wasn't going to come on tonight, and then I thought, if I don't, I would have just sat there and had a bag of crisps and thought, can't do that. So doing this encourages me, and I should be in the kitchen cooking, even if I am poorly, because it's what's in there? Oh, there's a bit of egg. Come off then. you know, should be eating, even if I'm not well. It's important that we eat. So you know me, I've got my trusty stool. That looks nice, doesn't it? I might add one more egg, just for a bit more egginess. There's my eggs. You can always add on. You can always improvise, can't we, in life? Just because it's soaked up. I've used 4 eggs in that now. So 2 pieces of bread, 2 spring onions, the large ones, and the mushrooms you see, and there was 4 of them left. And then 1 whole avocado. So that's like that. We shall see, we shall see, we shall see. Let me wash my hands. Right, so this is what these looking like. Just cooked right down. Now I'm not going to add the butter until I'm taking them off the heat, and I'll tell you for why. It'll burn. Butter might be cheap, you know, just look out there, but butter will if you don't add all of it on the pan, it'll burn. So there's me eggy bread. I'm going to put this one on. You know this one, I heat it for 2 minutes don't I, before I cook with it. So please God it doesn't stick. Yeah. And then I'll let that heat up and then I'll come back to you. Okay. So I've took that off the heat now, and I've added a little tiny knob of butter. Not a lot, just to give it a bit of gloss. You could add a little bit of salt and pepper as well if you wanted to. I'm just going to cover that up so it stays warm. So it's just a little, right, I'm going to lower that down and I'm going to put my egg in. Wish me luck, guys, wish me luck. It's bubbling. Let's see how it turns out. So, turn it around a bit, see if I can do it. That's it in the pan. Yeah. So it's just, you know, as I say, I wasn't going to cook tea tonight. Well, I didn't want to, because I just want to be in bed, lying down in pain. But just tie that up a bit. Maybe this will just show that you can cook a nutritious tea if you're feeling under the weather. You know, this is something that I've been it's not sticking with peeps, it's not sticking. Living with for a little while now, but I think I said to you, I got to the point where I just didn't want to stand in and cook. And so it's a little test for myself tonight, just to see whether I'm just going to cover that mushrooms and that up so they stay warm, to see whether, you know, I can put myself a nice tea together, even if I'm not 100%, so little challenge, isn't it? And it's a nutritious tea, isn't it? And it's off the shopping list as well. 1 minute, just going to get a bowl. I've got a little bowl to serve it in. Put that on there, just going to move that over there. So just a tiny bit of butter I did, just like off the end of that spoon, just a little pinch, little knob, whatever you want to call it. And then, you have to bear with me, guys. It's a bit out of sorts. So, God, everything's going a bit wrong. So all I've done is covered that over with that lid, just to keep it warm. And then my little egg was on a low heat. And just, now you could add a bit of salt. This is what it's looking like. But it looks nice. Quite pleased actually. And the avocado, that'll give it a little bit of moisture, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to put a bit of salt on this as well. I do like a little bit of salt on the egg. We'll have a taste test there, you know, see what's what. So that's just on a low heat cooking down. I've showed you me heat things, you know. And then it looks nice actually. I'm glad I did it. I'm not going to cook it out too much, because when you're doing an egg, you know yourself, continues to cook once you take it off the heat, doesn't it? So I don't want it too dry. Just going to get me salt out. You could have a bit of pepper on it if you wanted, or anything, you know, bit of brown sauce. I'm not going to have brown sauce tonight. You know I do like me brown sauce. So I'm going to get me bowl. Give me thing away. I'm just using my tea towel tonight, guys. Not standing on ceremony tonight. Just making sure I get a nutritious tea, because you know, that's what you need. When you're not well, you need something nutritious. I'm not saying everyone can stand up like this and sit down and all around, but I'm having a good go tonight. So I think that's cooked, look. So it's not too dry. Smells nice. So let's get me bowl. Give that a little wipe out. Oh, there's something on it. Something there. No. And then I don't need all that. And then can you see? Oh great, like you can't even see what I'm doing. There you go. Put the lid on there like that. And then, yeah, I didn't think I'd have a relapse. I've been doing so well, but I did do quite a bit on the weekend. Well, quite a bit. I didn't do a lot at all, really, to be honest with you, but in comparison how I used to live my life. But say it's all about pacing yourself, but very, very hard to pace yourself when you don't know what the pace is supposed to be. And then, so that's that, like that. And then my little bits of avocado. That's not a hair, that's just a bit of I have cotton hanging from my jimmy jammies. So some of them on there. I should have put the salt on before I put the avocado on, but I didn't. So that's life, isn't it? That's life. Yeah, so sometimes I did do a lot. I mean, the kids come. Jordan made tea. Yesterday I just sat at my desk and I thought, I can't even think. You know, I'm a good little worker. Anyway, let's have a go. Shall we have a little go together? Try it out. Mushrooms are so good for you as well. Really, really one of them is, you can eat as many as you like of mushrooms. The salt brings it out. And it's, mushrooms are so flavoursome. So that's a thumbs up for that bit of it. Let me just try a bit of spring onion. Try my eggy bread. A bit of avocado. It's not crispy, it's soft, but considering it was a hard loaf, it's nice. A little bit of white tea there. Is it a la carte? No, it's not, but it's nice. I think if the bread wasn't as hard, it would have absorbed more of the egg, but it hasn't. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm having a healthy tea, a nice and a nutritious tea that's good for me, which will help me, you know, recover. I need good nutrients in my body. Didn't even take me vitamins or anything yesterday. So anyway, I wanted to come on because it encouraged me to make a tea, and I have made a tea, haven't I? Let's try a bit of it together like that. I'm pleased to have done it. I'm proud of myself for doing it. So I'm gonna go back to bed and finish this now. Thanks for listening, guys, and as always, love yourself, take care of yourself, and be kind to yourself. Bye bye, bye bye.